It's the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Hello there, and welcome to Tattletales. Nice to have you with us today. We have a special day, special week, as a matter of fact. People that you have known and loved for many years on television, and it's great fun for us to have them here, too. You're going to meet them. For the blue section today, from Father Knows Best, Eleanor Donahue and Harry Ackerman. Winning money for the banana section today, Rhonda Mathers, and from Leave It to Beaver, Jerry Mathers. Beaver himself is here. What a guy. Winning money for the red section today, Yvonne Nelson, and from Ozzie and Harriet, Mr. David Nelson. First of all, let's see if I can add the score correctly today. Yesterday, I totally goofed, and I asked you a question, how often you felt stupid, once a month, once a week, once a day. I hope that was mine for the week. You must never feel that way. You know, people don't realize at home how tough it is to sit here and to try and win for those 100 greedy people staring you in the face. But we're trying to have fun along with it, and everybody at home really wants to know about you. It's fun to see you, and it's fun to see who you're married to and all of that stuff, and that's really what we're about. Now, try and get this one right or you'll be in big trouble. Men, would you rather be 10 years younger without a penny to your name, or 10 years older and the richest man in the world? Which would you rather be? Pretty good choice. Off you go. Grumble, grumble, mumble in the audience. We'll start with you, Eleanor. What would Harry say?
I think he'd say 10 years older and the richest man in the world.
You do, really?
Yeah, I really do. He's not vain, and he doesn't have a thing about being, young and youthful and, all. And he's just a warm, lovely person. And I think because we have a large family, it would be nice for him to know that there was money.
Yeah. Money. Remember that? Oh, yes. Okay. 10 years older and the richest man in the world. Okay. I'm thinking about it. You are, too, at home. Here he comes. Harry, which would you choose?
Being in relatively good health, I believe that I would take the 10 years older and be the richest man.
That's it. You got it. That's it.
He's also 20 years younger in his heart and in his head than most people I know.
So then what's the problem?
So then it wouldn't be a problem.
Wouldn't be a problem at all. All right, you got it. You're the richest man in the world. Rhonda, what would Jerry pick?
I think Jerry would be 10 years older and definitely richer.
Really think so?
Oh, yeah. No question about it.
What we're getting here, folks, is money is outweighing age, isn't it? Every time. Okay, no question about it. Here he comes. Well, you have to make a choice. Maybe it's not tough for you, Jerry. What do you think?
Well, the last 10 years weren't so bad, so I wouldn't mind being 10 years older if I could be the richest man in the world.
You got it. So easy.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little surprised. Maybe I'm naive. I don't know why. I thought maybe this would be a little tougher than it is. Well, Yvonne, what would David say?
We also have a large family, so I think he will say 10 years older.
10 years older.
I think so.
And the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
No kidding. I wouldn't do it for... I wouldn't. Yeah.
No.
I don't think so. No.
I think he...
Maybe I would if it was a real question. I mean, if you showed me the money, maybe I'd change my mind, but I don't think so. Let's see what he says. David, it's your choice. What are you going to pick?
If I were 10 years older, I know I get a lot more respect at home. And if I was the richest man in the world, I know I could afford all my children, so I'll go for that one.
That's right. You're all right. It was easy for you. We'll split it 3 ways. We'll come back in a minute with 3 of the richest men in the world. Don't miss it. See you in a second.
There's no white light.
Once upon a time, Gene Rayburn appeared on What's My Line. Rayburn, of course, was the host of Match Game, where he met Richard Dawson. Dawson went on to host Family Feud, where Betty White appeared. White, of course, was a regular on Password, where Tony Randall played. Earlier, Randall appeared on I've Got a Secret, hosted by Gary Moore, who was once a panelist on To Tell the Truth, which was once hosted by Gene Rayburn, who we all remember once appeared on What's My Line. And they all appear every night on Prime Games. So join the family on Prime Games, weeknights at 7 on Game Show Network.
Hello. We're back. Question number 2. We're discussing the first one a little bit. Oh, yeah, I remember this question. Man, listen to this. Which is harder for you to deal with, an angry man or an angry woman? Which is harder for you to deal with? Off you go. May not mean you, you know. He may be thinking in general as well. Harry's had to deal with actresses and actors for a long time. But we're going to start with Rhonda. What would Jerry say?
I would say angry women.
Yes, why?
Just, he hates angry women. I mean, me. He hates me when I'm angry, so...
You think it's tougher in general for a man to deal with an angry woman?
I do.
Why?
I really do. Oh, why? Huh?
Oh, why? You
put me on the spot. I don't know. I just do.
Yeah. Well, I guess with a man, you know where you stand. You know, if it gets heated enough, somebody's going to take a swing,
well,
or you
that's just it. He could take a swing at someone, but he wouldn't dare hit a woman. So.
Yeah, he better not anyway.
He wouldn't.
Oh, it'd be sacrilegious. Can't see the paper now. Beaver strikes woman in airport. Okay, here he comes. Jerry, which would be harder for you to deal with?
Well, if it was a man, we'd just square off, so I'd say an angry woman's a lot harder.
That's the one. You got it. On the other hand, an angry man can be rather unreasonable. I mean, if
so can I.
Yeah. Well, that's true too. But you know, if you're a lover and not a fighter, what will David say, Yvonne?
I think he will say definitely a woman.
Think so?
Being the gentleman that he is, what can you say to an angry woman? Yeah, I think.
Does he know how to handle you when you're angry?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Really? What do you do when you're angry?
I get very quiet.
Very quiet?
Mm-hmm.
More quiet than now?
More quiet than now.
Really? And he goes all to pieces?
And then he does.
Yeah, that's what it usually works. If a woman gets you get the silent treatment, you go, oh gosh, I didn't mean it. You know, you start tap dancing, right? And she just stares at you. It's better if they yell and scream and throw things.
You're right.
It is.
And I think I would feel better.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Don't hold it in next time. Belt him one.
I will.
Here he comes. David, which is harder for you?
I had a little trouble with my father, but I would still say an angry woman.
Okay, that's it. That's right. I don't want to hear there was ever dissension in the Nelson family, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eleanor, what will Harry say?
I think definitely a woman.
Yes.
Yeah, an angry woman would be very hard for him to deal with.
But well, how did he handle it for years? Now, I know you worked with him, of course, but I mean...
Well, he handles everybody very well. It sounds like I'm, doing plugs for him all the time, but it's true.
Yeah.
He really is a remarkable person and very tactful, very quiet and kind, and nearly always gets his own way just because he is so quiet and kind.
That's how I remember him, in fact.
Mm-hmm. But I think that it tears him up inside when he has problems in the female line.
When he has female problems. No, that's
no,
not right.
not female problems. And unlike you, I am very noisy when I'm angry. I mean, I don't hold anything in. It all comes out. Yeah.
Good for you.
And he doesn't like that at all.
Okay, let's bring Harry Knows Best on now. Harry, we need your choice, sir. Which is harder for you?
I find emotion more difficult to deal with than anything in an argument, and therefore I would find it most difficult to deal with an angry woman.
That's correct. You're right. You all picked a woman. It was a snap for you. Three-way tie. We split it three ways. Halftime, ladies. Step kindly to the rear. We'll bring the gentleman out front. We'll continue, and we'll get him, too. Well, don't worry about that. See you in a minute. We're back. Question number, what is this? 3, by the way. We've changed places. We visit while you're gone. I sometimes forget where I am. We have a 3-way tie is what we have here, ladies. Everybody's got $100. Isn't that nice? Listen to this one. A friend of yours feels that even though her husband is deceased, he is with her day and night. You invite her to a small dinner party, and she says she'd love to attend, but only if you set a place at the table for her deceased husband. Would you do that, yes or no? Goodbye. This will probably be the bad taste question for the week, although actually it's rather humorous. Jerry, what we're on to say? Oh, no, not Jerry. I'm sorry. We'll start with David.
No.
She wouldn't... What was it? Would you do that? Would you set the place? She wouldn't.
No,
do
I
it?
don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. No.
Even to humor your friend?
I think that's humor enough that she would ask.
Yes.
And that I don't think I would.
No, but wait a minute. I'm asking Yvonne, you know.
Yeah. So I'm saying that she would say no.
You would not do it?
No.
What would you say? You'd say, well, we understand how you feel, but we'll serve you a double helping? So what, I mean...
I just have to explain that she would... doesn't believe in life after death, is that?
Yeah.
Or eating after
or
leaving?
Or eating after living. Okay, so you'll say no. She would decline. Here she comes. Yvonne, it's your choice for dinner. What are you going to do?
That's a toughie. Depending upon how good a friend, I don't think so.
That's what he said. You're right. I don't know if it's a good friend, and, listen, in this business, most of our friends are crazy anyway, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Harry? What do you think? What will Eleanor say?
I believe Eleanor would veto the idea as being too sepulchral for the rest of the guests.
You think so, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I guess it's going to go that way. I keep trying to make you stumble here. I think it would be rather amusing dinner conversation, though, don't you? Like, would Fred like some more of this? What do you think? Okay, but she's going to say no.
I think so.
Okay, here she comes. Eleanor, what are you going to do?
Sure, why not? The more the merrier.
It's not what the man said. He said no, he didn't think so.
Aww.
Yeah, but now he knows. So get out an extra place setting. Sorry, Eleanor. Jerry?
Well, I think if they were a guest in our house, Rhonda's pretty good with guests. I think she'd say yes if they really wanted it and was a good friend.
Yeah, she'd say, sure, set it up for him.
Why not?
Yeah, I wonder if you'd have to plan more food, though. Do you think she'd insist on...
Probably be a light eater.
Yeah, he'd be very light eater. Okay, here she comes. Okay, Rhonda, it's your choice. What will you do?
No way.
Oh,
That's not what the man said. He said you would do it, which means Yvonne and David are right. They get the whole thing for the red section. And we'll come back in a moment and with our $300 question and decide the issue for the day. Somebody's coming to dinner. Or maybe not.
It's not just...
Now, we're going to break new ground today. Are you ready for this? We have extra time. We have enough extra time. We're going to try something. Rather than just doing one extra question, which we normally do when we have extra time, $150 to $300 question, we're going to do three. We're going to do 150, 150, then 3, so we will have the highest payoff we've ever had. Okay. Now hold it down now, or we won't have time. I'm sorry we just ran out of time. That took too much. We're going to only have time for 2. All right, listen carefully. We have a nice two-way tie. Yvonne and David are in the lead. Here we go. Ladies, you're going to be stuck in an elevator for a few hours. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator crowded with other people or all by yourself for a few hours? Goodbye. Running down the line. Harry, what will Eleanor say? What will she choose?
I would think she would feel more secure in the company of people. Misery loves company.
You think a crowded elevator would be a little safer, more comforting for a few hours?
I would think so.
Okay, especially if Muzak is in there. It could make you nuts, couldn't
Absolutely.
it? Here she comes. Eleanor, it's your choice. How will you be stranded?
Oh, that's so hard because I have a little claustrophobia problem. I would want to be with other people.
That's right. What is that?
Thank you, Harry.
Jerry?
Well, I think Rhonda will want to be with other people. I hope she doesn't bring along her friend that didn't want to bring her friend along with her to dinner, but I think she'll want to be with other people.
That's right. All right, here she comes. Rhonda, it's your choice. You will be in the elevator.
I cannot stand to be alone. So I would say a crowd of people.
You got it. That's right. The money just keeps piling up here. This crowd's going to be hysterical in a minute here. David, what will Yvonne say?
Oh, if it did happen, I'd probably have to send her to Camarillo. But if I would guess she would rather be with other people than alone.
Rather be with other people than alone. That seems the way it's going. Here she comes. Yvonne, it's your choice.
Boy, I have claustrophobia so bad that they both sound horrible. But I think I'd rather be alone.
No, he said you'd rather be with other people, which really tightens things up now because Ron and Jerry, Eleanor and Harry got that right. Now they split that one in half. Here comes another $150 question. It's crazy. Ladies, who could give us a truer picture of the real you? You, your best friend, or your husband? It's a little more subtle than you might think. A truer picture of the real you. Off you go. We're going to start with Jerry.
Well, that's a real hard one because it's hard to say whether she'll think that she could give a better one or I could.
Uh-huh.
But I think she'll probably say she could.
Think she could give a really truer picture of herself.
She would think mine would be more slanted.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, could be. Okay. It's tough. It's not that easy. Here she comes. All right, maybe this will be difficult for you, maybe it won't. What do you think, Rhonda?
I think Jerry could.
No, it was between that or you, and he said you. Why would you say Jerry?
Because I thought that he would think that he could give a better picture of me than I could.
Yes.
That's what I said, but I thought you wouldn't think that way.
Oh.
This is where we get into that game of trying to outguess what the other person's thinking. Better for David, but you're up now, to guess what she's going to say rather than the other way around. What do you think Yvonne will say?
I think Yvonne can give a truer picture of herself because she really kind of talks about the fact that we're so different.
Are you different?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah? In what way?
A lot of things. There's things we like to eat, people, a lot of things. I think
Yeah.
she'll say she can give a truer picture.
She will give the truer picture. Here she comes. Yvonne, who can give the truer picture?
I think David's going to say me, but I think he can.
That's exactly what he said. You're wrong. He said exactly what you said. But that wasn't your answer. Oh my, look at this. Now, Harry, you can get the whole 150 here. What do you think?
I believe after having happily observed my wife for 23 years and sharing with her a great deal of connubial bliss, that she would feel that I could give a better answer.
Okay. Yeah. Connubial's a good word for television. We haven't had connubial on this show for years now. It's wonderful. Thank you for bringing a little literacy to this show. Here she comes. Eleanor, what do you think?
I think definitely my husband could.
That's right. You got it. You get the whole 150 now.
Warts and all. He sees it.
Now we're getting down to it here. Here we go, gang. Okay, listen to this one. Now, this one is worth $300, and we have to move it a little bit. Listen carefully. Ladies, do you think that love is more important to women than it is to men? Yes or no? Ooh, goodbye. Tough. Now, that's got to be a tough one. We'll see. Jerry, we'll start with Rhonda.
Yes.
You think it is?
I think it's more important to women.
Why?
Well, I think that men have other drives that sometimes get in the way of love, but I think for a woman, love is a very, very important thing.
You think so, huh?
I hope so.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's in no way meant to be a sexist remark, is it, sir?
No.
No, not at all. Here she comes. Rhonda, you're up first. What do you think?
No.
That's not what he said. He said yes. How about that? See, I thought that he was okay. Now, I took that to mean sort of maybe that's a kind of feeling that we used to think a long time ago. Now it seems almost sacrilegious to say that, doesn't it? It's
Yes.
almost a chauvinist remark. Maybe not. David, what will Yvonne say?
Being the chauvinist that I am, no, I think it is more important to women.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
You think that's what Yvonne will say more
Yes.
importantly?
Let's hope so.
Okay. Here she comes. Yvonne, we're getting down to it now. If you get this one right, you put the pressure on Harry and Eleanor to win because that's the way it's going. What do you think? It's up to you.
I think it's important to both, but I'm going to say women.
That's correct. That's what it says. Okay. This is for the game, Harry. As it often is, we come down to the last answer, and that makes it fun. And this will be a nice total too. What do you think?
I believe Eleanor will say it's more important to the woman.
Yes? Why do you think that she'll say that?
Because I sense a certain dependency on me that she has in particular, and I think that will be her answer.
You do?
I'm stuck with it.
No, they're stuck with it. Okay, here she comes. We've come a long way to get to this last answer, and it's nice. It will decide the show. It will decide the game for the day, Eleanor. I don't want to put any undue pressure on you, of course. What do you think?
I think yes.
That's exactly what the man said. You're right. Eleanor and Harry, Yvonne and David are right. Split the 300 in half. However, time is up, and the blue section wins. We'll come back in a moment. Give the blue section of money. You come back too. See what's up.
Check. One. That's throwing foul. Mother comes out, start fighting with this other mother, and the father comes out, start fighting with this.
See how kids describe everyday words every day.
It all ends up to a big fuss.
Watch Child's Play, weeknights at 6:30 on Game Show Network.
You're watching Game Show Network, where Card Sharks is next with Bob Eubanks, followed by Password Plus, and Now You See It.
Big winners today, the blue section. Big winners with Eleanor and Harry, 475. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,475. What a nice day. Thank you. I want to show you something. Since this is our Nostalgia Week, this is Ricky and David Nelson. As we remember them from the show, look, isn't that wonderful? I tell you, he hasn't changed that much, huh? Not bad at all. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you all, and we'll see you the next time. And don't miss the Nostalgia Week here on Tattletales. Thank you. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive share happiness with someone you love with gifts of My Melody and friends from the world of Sanrio. Happiness for keeps wherever Sanrio products are sold. And Lysol Trigger Bathroom Cleaner. Pull the trigger on household germs and dirt. Clean sinks, tubs, and toilet without scratching. Lysol Bathroom Cleaner. And Rubbermaid Microwave Cookware. The ultimate cookware because nothing else stacks up to it. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Bob Eubanks stacks the deck with fun. Stay tuned for Card Sharks next on Game Show Network.
Tuesday on CBS, Johnny Cash, a Christmas tradition, traces his roots back to Memphis with Roseanne Cash, Crystal Gale, and Eddie Rabbit. It's Johnny Cash. Then, Andy Williams is back for an early New England Christmas. It's an exciting holiday celebration with Andy's special guests.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Great Moments Tuesday.